guys, it's Wednesday the 12th of June and we're back with some mods. Right, so first up is the indoor fuel tank with pump. This is by ISGM Tanti ISG modding, 9.17 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now there's two versions here. So you've got a fuel tank with pump which is going to hold 2,500 litres, and then you've got a realistic version. Now, what that means, basically, is that realistic is how a pump would normally run. If you go for the standard one, so the realistic is 1 litre per second. That's how much it's going to fill your vehicle up. The unrealistic, or the normal one, for the impatient person, is going to be 5 litres per second. So it just gets you out a little bit quicker. Think more Formula 1 stop. Fair enough. Now, obviously, you come up to it like that. You got your refill silo there, it's 2,500 litres, but obviously the name is indoor fuel tank. So really, you want to put it indoors. So that's what I've done. Same tank, same look on the outside as the other one. It's just indoors, as it should be. I mean, I suppose you do have fuel stations that are on the outside, but you know, why not keep it indoors? Keep it a little bit safe and stop people stealing it as well. Just lock the door behind you. Ah, fair enough. Speaking of gas stations, the next up we got Gas Station BR. This is by Zero Wito, 7.13 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them in the construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now we've got, first off, this, the old gas station signage at the front. There you are. So that's 250, so nice and cheap. We then got two versions of the actual gas station themselves. First one is £1,000. Yeah, that's going to be a decorative option for you. And the second one is 1.5 million. Wow, that's a lot. But then again, you do get 125 grand a month, so it's more of a business investment. You want to place the one that goes down for £1,000, you know, go for it, because it's, you know, you're gonna fill your fuel, you're gonna tanks up from it. How much are they charging actually? 69. Nice. So obviously you come in, fuel your vehicles up, your tankers, whatever, jobs are good. But if you really wanted to make a business out of it, yeah, pay the 1.5 mil investment, everybody else on the map can come fill up, you get paid. Oh, fair enough indeed. I mean, I like it, to be fair. You know, it's like, it's not just like straight up whatever it would be made of. You know, you got a bit of deterioration of obviously over the years the weather's took its effect. Ah, very nice. Right, next up is the Garant Grazer 600. This is by BGamer003, 7.06 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Grassland Care, because this is, it's a roller. Well, to be fair, that's what it says there, grass rollers and weeders. I mean, it could be a weeder, mind you, but all right, fair enough. So it's got a 25 horsepower requirement, which is all right, that's nice and low. 6 mile an hour, that's 6 metre even, 12 mile an hour working speed, £3,000. Yeah, I mean, that just agitates the grass for you. Get a little bit more yield out of it. Very nice. Right, next up is the Lemkin Holiador 9600 American. This is by STV Modding and LJR Modding. 10.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under disc arrows. That looks mean to start with, I must admit. That does look all right. 180 horsepower requirement for my tractor. 6 metre working width. 11 mile an hour working speed. 36,000, so not bad at all on the price. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Vredestein, or back to Trelleborg. There's a couple of different options on the go in there. Design standard, extensions. So puts those out the back like that. It's not really an extension, though, is it? I mean, it goes from like discs to a cage roller. All right, fair enough. Then your option is rim colour red or black. I like it though. I mean, if Lemkin do make some decent stuff, I must admit, and that could be all right as well. Right, next up is the Vaderstar NZ900. This is by Sludgemon, 14.11 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under cultivators. Now, there's no options to this, but this is ace. 180 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 9 metre working width. That's well low for a 9 metre. That is all right indeed. 13 mile an hour working speed, which is, that's getting going with a cultivator. 9 metre at 13 mile an hour. 180 horsepower. That's not bad. 75,000 to buy. I like that. That's decent return for your money, that is. I mean, decent speed. 9 metre for 180 horsepower. That's ace. Right, next up is FTG. This is by Rimvis, 45.06 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forestry equipment. Now, it's a log bunk, let's face it, but it's got a crane on the back, so that's always handy if you're into your forestry shenanigans. 30 grand to buy. Right, it is what it is. It's a log bunk. Carry on. Right, next up is the Lizard Tow Trailer 3-axle. This is by Castan 18, 4.92 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the low loaders. Now, we've had the twin axle, and obviously it goes along with the, the tow car? Yeah, it sort of all matches up with that. So, 9,000 to buy. You then got the option of the floor, yes or no, and then rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. Now, obviously, the ramps fold out, and you have got the chocks that open to keep the things in place. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the tow trailer, well, this is the tow trailer. If you've got the tow car, put this behind you. 2 vehicles at once. Oh, fair enough. Right, next up is the Chrome Optima Alice ladder. This is by Clumpy and Privet, 36.17 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forage wagons. It's a rear-loading forage wagon. Oh, that's ace. 9,000 litre capacity, 20 horsepower requirement from your tractor, which is very low. That's all right. 6 mile an hour working speed, 12,480 to buy, although we have got an optional extra of the design, which just puts like a little plate at the front. So I'd save you 120. Not seeing what that's doing, mind you, to be honest. Then you got your capacity, so 9,000 litres, 20,000 litres, 20,000 litres with silage additive tank on the front, I'm assuming that is, and then back to your 9,000. So again, I mean that's saving you £1,000. I mean, silage additive don't really do much, so let's face it. Then you got your Trelleborg, Vredestein, Lizard, Continental, BKT, Trelleborg again, BKT again, back to Trelleborg. I like those Lizards. Yeah, they look ace. Oh, fair enough. You then got overrun brake. Yes or no? All right, changes the hitch there, mind you. Design, yes or no, which obviously is going to do that plate at the front, which is a bit of a waste, to be fair, but I like that. It's got an old school feel to it. You know, we don't have many rear pickups on the forage wagons. That looks awesome. Next up is the SIP Majevica 80. This is by Vulex and DM, 6.13 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this on the harvesters because it's not just a corn harvester or sunflower. No, it'll do all your stuff. Fair enough. I mean, let's face it, it's a corn header on the front of that, but it's going to do all the standard field crops that you can do. 2,900 litre capacity, 60 horsepower requirement from your tractor, which is all right. 2.3 metre working width. So if you're going for this, sort of like old school, maybe small field, small farming shenanigans, that sort of thing, 4 mile an hour working speed, 9,700 to buy. You then got your option of Trelleborg, BKT, or Trelleborg. It's something different, mind you. I like the look of it. Very nice. Right, next up is the WSVS Planter. This is by Dogface and BDB SSB, 22.76 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this on the Planter. Now, if you remember, obviously you are going to need the wide span vehicle system, also by Dogface and BDB SSB, because obviously this fits into it. We've had a few things. We've had like sprayers and harvesters. Well, we've now got a planter. Obviously, this is going to do your standard planting shenanigans, so no problem on that one. I mean, it'll even do cotton, which is all right indeed. 16,000 litre capacity, 13 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 73.5 grand to buy. You then got the option, because this will do fertiliser and seed at the same time, or if you don't fancy that, because obviously that's 16,000 litres divided by 4, you could do 4 seed, or 2 and 4. No, 2 and 4. 2 and 2 or 4 seeds. You can have all seed or 2 seed and 2 fertilizer. You then got your main colour of your tanks, which is that. You then got your main colour of your seeder unit. Let's just swap the colours around. Why not? And you then got your main colour of your cover on the top. Yeah, I mean, the wide span vehicle system, it's spanning itself out. That's a better way of putting it. Fair enough. Not to be content with just the planter, we've now got the seeder, the WSVS seeder, again, by Dogface and BDB SSB, 17.32 megabyte on the download, And as you can imagine, you're going to find it under Cedars. Again, 16,000 litre capacity, 13 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 73.5 grand to buy. Now, there is no option on this one to have these split. It is, yeah, it's fertiliser and seeds. You can't do 2 and 2 or all 4 or whatever. It is going to be 16,000 split between it. But again, same colour options as the planter, so just swap the colours around, why not? Then you got your covers on the top, no problem. So that's got to be like the full set now, isn't it? When have we got a cultivator actually? Saying that, I mean, I've got them all downloaded here. We've got a sprayer, got a slurry spreader, and we've got the harvester. Oh, maybe we're waiting for a cultivator. Maybe that could be the next thing. Oh, we can see it coming. Very nice. Right, next up is the New Holland 900 Chopper Pack. This is by EY Modding, 9.89 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Forage Harvesters. Fair enough. I mean, this is starting from scratch. You know, it's maybe like your first piece of machinery, old school roleplay shenanigans, all rolled into one. I mean, 75 horsepower requirement, 9 mile an hour working speed, 20 grand to buy. It is small. I'll give you that, it is small. But obviously, there's 2 headers that go on the front there, right by those rollers. And obviously, it picks up its stuff, turns it into chaff, and then chucks it into a trailer. Because on the back there, just by the left wheel, you got the tow hitch. And obviously, that hooks up to a trailer. Now, to go on the front of this, we've got 2 things. The 824 corn head, 75 horsepower requirement. Obviously, the same as the main piece of equipment. 1.5 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 8 grand. Obviously, yeah, 1.5 metre, small farmer shenanigans. It's going to take you ages to do a big field, but still, you know, give yourself a little bit of a challenge. Why not? And then we've got a pickup. It says hay pickup. That's the grass icon, mind you, but obviously it's going to pick it up once it's been cut. So chuck it into the back of your trailer. Job's a good one. I like that. I mean, that one, well, it's got 2 metre working width on it. I'd say that's enough. You know, if you've mown and windrowed, I mean, 2 metre, you're not going to need any more than that. So that should be all right, no problem. But that's ace. Right, next up is Lizard Mini Buggy. This is by GNFS, 6.96 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. And this is awesome. I love it. 100 horsepower engine on something that's, let's face it, it's going to be light as a feather with that sort of space frame chassis. That's going to whip along. 62 mile an hour top speed. I'm not sure you want to go 62 mile an hour and something with that little protection, but all right, you can. 2,200 to buy. You then got the option of Wilbrands, Lizard, Trelleborg, BKT, Lizard. You then got the option of wheel setup, which is going to do the front ones. So standard 2, standard 3, standard again. Although, to be fair, it's changing the backs and the fronts and matches them up sometimes, but not. All right, fair enough. You then got design. Design 1 puts a spoiler on, obviously. Design 2 puts a spoiler on with some end plates on it, or back to nothing. No, you got to. You'll have a spoiler, haven't you? Why not? Steering wheel. We'll spin it back round. We'll have a little zoom in. There we are. That's better. Right, so steering wheel. Design 1 or 2. All right, concaved or standard. Fair enough. You then got front protection. So we'll come down here. You got 1 or 2. Puts that cover over the steering column like that. Side numbers. Now, they're not on the side. It's actually on the front. Yeah, so it's 1 on the left-hand side of it, 1 on the right-hand side. So if you go like that, so 0, and it goes all the way up to 9. So obviously you pick whichever one you want. And then you got side number 2, which is obviously the opposite side. And again, all the way up to 9. You go for whichever one you want. You then got main color, which is going to do the color of your chassis like that. And then your rim color is going to be your rims. Now, let's give it a go. Let's jump the tracks like we do with these sort of things. Now, as you're turning a corner, it can be a little bit skittish. So you have got to be a little bit careful, but we're going to give it a go anyway. When we're up to 50, we're gonna crack 62 anyway. As long as we don't spin out, we should be all right. And here we go, over the tracks. Oh, that did all right, actually. And then we'll... Oh, that should handle pretty well. But on my way down to where I normally start my little jump, I spun out and flipped it and everything by the bakery. That did all right. Oh, there we are. That's better. Oh, no, we landed that. That wasn't bad at all. Oh, that's ace. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be doing much farming with it, mind you, but still, when you got some off time, why not? And next up is the Case IH 1455. This is by Chrissy Maurice 3001 TWD modding, 19.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. So it's got 145 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 102 grand. You can then change the tyres, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg. And you've got a few options on the go in there. Got some narrows, got some rear twins on it. That's all right. Exhaust, standard, stainless steel. Or no, go with stainless steel. That looks much better. Steering. You've got a steering knob, a GPS steering. Oh, so let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. That'd be better. Right. So we'll start again. So standard. Then puts a knob on the steering wheel. Then you've got a GPS monitor just there, or back to standard. We then got attachers. So we've got standard, front weight. There we are. Okay. Well, let's be fair. Even with a front weight, it's got like a trailer hitch on the front. That's all right. 3-point, and then back to standard. Oh, you're going to go with a 3-point, aren't you? Because then it's got the PTO on the front, ready for a mower. You then got main colour. Obviously, that's going to do your main colour. And then your rim colours are your rims. Ah, fair enough. A boxy style, sort of retro look. Very nice. Right, next up is the John Deere 9R Series 2012-2014. This is by SB Modding, 18.01 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under large tractors. Now, it's got a 360 horsepower engine, 26 mile an hour top speed. 331 grand to buy. You then got the option of configuration standard, 800 kilo back weight, although it actually sort of like puts it between the wheels. 1400 kilo back weight, 1800, 2200, 2800, or back to standard. We then got the engine set up, so starting off 360, you then go up to 410, 460, 510, 560, and then back to 4. Actually, no, do we start off at 486? No, we started off at 3 something, so 360. Then it changed to a different type of engine. So 486 for Scraper Special. All right, then we got a 539 Scraper Special. We got 591 Scraper Special. That engine adds 120 grand to the price tag just for the engine. All right, fair enough. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, and then back to Trelleborg, and got some decent on things there. Look at them. Twins all round, why not? 3-point hitch. Yes or no? I mean, you're going to go with it, aren't you? Because obviously you're going to use it out in the field. You're going to need a 3-point for something. You then got 4G JD Link Monitor. Right, that's a difficult name to say. Yes or no? Puts that in there like that. Country configuration. So you've got US, EU, or US. Obviously, you've got the indicator stalks for the US, or you've got the signage for the EU. That's all right tractor, that is. And if you're into your John Deereage, get one of these on your farm. The last mod of the day is the Magic Carpet. This is by Not Ready, 6.17 megabyte on the download. And this is ace. Nothing to do with farming, mind you, but it's ace anyway. For some reason, a Magic Carpet has got 1,000 horsepower. Okay, fair enough. 62 mile an hour top speed. I thought with 1,000 horsepower and it's only pushing along a carpet, it might go a little bit faster. But all right, fair enough. It's only going to cost you 100. That's well cheap. But obviously, once you get it, you turn it on. Fair enough. Now, if we zoom in a little, if we do LB and open cover, so left on your D-pad, it says there, stop rubbing the lamp. I'm on vacation. Oh, that's ace. That is, I mean, I've got first person as well, so if you really wanted to go into it like that. Oh, that's brilliant. And whilst it's it's a little sketchy, mind you, you can, with certain trailers, say like this one that we handily got placed here, you can attach it. But when you attach it to a trailer, it holds on to the cables. It's awesome. And look at that. It's holding on to the hydraulic cables for the brakes. I'm not quite sure what he's going to do with the brakes, mind you, but that's brilliant. Oh, absolutely brilliant. I mean, you could go you know, down your farm. You got a couple of bales on the back there, taking them to your sheep or your cows or whatever. Why not? Oh, that's awesome. We've also got 2 new maps. So we've got Glengarry by Digipia, 307.54 megabyte on the download. And it says a fictional glen on the Antrim coast in Northern Ireland, UK. Oh, that's not far from me at all, actually. We've got Jewel Valley by Gridu, 73.51 megabyte on the download. And it says loosely based on Wilpiana Pound in South Australia. We've also got a few mods as well. So we've got Bergen Landkreis Light by Nop82 and Otti Petley, no modding. Now that doesn't need a new save, so that's alright. Got the Lizard Rumbler Pickup by DD Mod Passion. Got the Rumbler Tow Car by Castan18. Got the Lizard Rumbler by Castan18. Got the Agricultural Trailer by Gian FS. Got the Case IH Easy Riser 3215 by Case IH Brazil and eConnect Modding. We've got the Passenger Top 722 by Agua Design Austria. We've got the Euromark TX27 HD by Agri Design Modding. Got the English Barn Pack by Lancy Boy. The Bunker Silo Hall by The Lord. And we've got Polish House by Kacper, Samon and Pate.